Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be making this super quick and easy crochet top. It's literally suitable for any person to make, so if you want to see how I did this, stick around till the end. So what you'll need is, I think this is a 5mm crochet hook and ribbon yarn. I'm using Kismet, it's the papataya yarn, and then here's just the instructions that you need to know. It says use like an 8 to 12mm needle, but then again I like to use a small needle for a tighter stitch so it's not see-through. So, and then also I just want to say, you can use, if you're not from South Africa, you can use, or don't have this Kismet yarn, you can use the Yarn Art or Bella yarns, have a really nice range of this ribbon yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a slip knot, and then we're going to make a chain that is long enough to fit across your bust. So 1, 2, 3, that's a yarn around your needle, pull through, yarn around your needle, pull through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I made a chain of 40, and then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and go into that 40th chain that we did with a half double crochet. So that's yarn around your needle, through the stitch, catch the yarn on the other side and pull it through. So you have 3 loops, then catch the yarn and pull through all 3 loops. So that's a half double crochet, and we'll be making a half double crochet in every single stitch. So I'll meet you once we have got to the other side. So we have made our half double crochets in every stitch, and then what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 2, flip your work around, and we're going to make half double crochet in every stitch for the next 13 rows, or for 13 rows. So by the time you finish, you want 13 or 14 rows. So I'll meet you once we have done that. So it's so simple. So I'm just going into that last stitch in the second row, then I'm going to chain 2 and then work into that first stitch with a half double crochet, and we'll be doing this for 15 rows, or however many rows you need actually. So yeah, I'll meet you once we are done, or I've done 15, or however many rows you need. Okay, so I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rows of half double crochet. So now what we're going to start with is our row to make the cup kind of. So now we're going to start with these rows here, with this part here. So what's going to happen is, so we've got 40 stitches, right? So you're going to go halfway between, like in the middle of your work. So if you don't feel like counting to 20 or whatever, you can just fold it in half and put a stitch marker in place. I mean, that's one way of doing it, but I'm just gonna do double crochet to the 20th stitch. So 1, 2, 20. So I can fold that in half to double check if it's exactly in the middle. And maybe it's one stitch too much. Okay, so that's exactly in the middle for me. Then we're gonna stop here in the middle. So we've crocheted from that end to that end, well, to exactly in the middle stitch. So for me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I've got 19 stitches. Yeah, that's exactly in the middle for me. It should be 20, but 20 was almost too much for some reason. But anyway, then we chain 2, so done that, chain 2, flip your work around, and then we start half double crocheting in every stitch. So we're going to go back and forth for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows, 8 or 9 rows. So I'll meet you once we have done that. Or you can do however many rows you need to fill up the space till there. To like basically mirror the side of your work. So yeah, I'll meet you once we've done that. Okay, so now I've done 13 rows from here to here, and I just want to show you, you can fold it in half and it matches exactly the same. So now what we're going to do, we're going to end our work here, and I'm just going to cut off the yarn there. Why did I do that? Just fasten it, I was silly to have done that, because you can literally just continue with the same piece of yarn. So what I'm going to do is try to retie that together. And I was just going to make it look a bit messy, but please don't do the same mistake as me. So I'm just going to stick my needle back into the stitch, and we're going to make a chain that is long enough to crisscross. So I'll meet you once we have done that. I'll just cut it off here. So I made a strap of 110. I'm just going to cut that off here. well, a chain of 110 for the strap. So now we're going to start the next chain, the next strap. I'm just going to place my needle into that top stitch, and you can see I just made a slip stitch, and I'm going to catch a slip stitch and pull it through the stitch, and then we're just going to chain for 110 or however many chains you want. Alternatively, you can make a shorter chain and then make a chain and a chain here, so it doesn't have to crisscross, but I want it to crisscross, so that's what I'm doing. So this is long enough to fit through there, and then the next one will be long enough to fit through there. So there's different options you can do, just whichever one you like, you do whatever you need to do. So yeah, and once you have done the straps, you are finished. So this is the final product. You can see the crisscross back, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thanks for watching and sticking around to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe.